Today in Stadia news, we're going to be going over 4 games being added to the Stadia Pro library for the month of July, as well as taking a look at a highly anticipated title finally making its way to Stadia this week. But to start it all off, we're going to be taking a look at a title that's getting updated. Come July 29th, Get Packed Fully Loaded will be available on the Stadia storefront. This is a new and updated version of Get Packed that features 2 additional campaign chapters, new competitive levels, and a plethora of character outfits and hat customizations. But the best part has to be the fact that it's going to be completely free for anyone who already owns the original Get Packed. It's always great to see a title like this get expanded, and we did know that there was some sort of expansion coming, but now we have a date to look forward to. But now let's move on to what I believe is the biggest headline of the week, and that's the fact that the highly anticipated title, Rainbow Six Siege, is finally making its way over to Stadia. It arrives as early as June 30th. For anyone checking their calendar, that's tomorrow, and let me just say that many of us within the community, myself included, have been eagerly awaiting this title to make its way to Stadia. It's a staple Ubisoft franchise, and it's a title that many praise for its competitive nature as well as its fantastic gameplay. As a side note, I also think it's a major deal for Stadia as a platform because up until now, I've always felt like it's lacking a true PvP experience. That's not to say that there aren't already any on Stadia, because there are PvP games, but when you think of competitive multiplayer first-person shooters, you think of the likes of Counter-Strike, Valorant, and Siege. It's also got a large casual appeal, and many people would put it up there with names like Call of Duty and Battlefield as well. One really important detail about the Stadia port is that it will be crossplay with both Luna and PC. Not only that, but there will also be cross progression. Any of you who followed the channel for a while know just how long I've been advocating for this game to make its way over, and I'm really glad the wait is finally over. It'll be very interesting to put Stadia through its paces in this competitive FPS. But now it's time we move over to the Stadia Pro titles for the month of July. First up is Moonlighter, a new title that's available on the Stadia store July 1st. This acclaimed action RPG is part management simulator and part roguelite. In this game, you'll follow the routines of Will, an adventurous shopkeeper that secretly dreams of becoming a hero. I haven't actually played this game as of yet, but I have heard plenty of good things, and the game is rated at an 83 on Metacritic. The next title is Terraria. Here you'll get to delve deep into cavernous expanses, seek out ever greater foes to test your mettle in combat, or construct your own city in Terraria. This is a title that needs very little introduction. Chances are most of you have heard of it, and most of you have heard the comparisons to Minecraft. Many refer to it as 2D Minecraft after all. That said, there is a lot that makes Terraria unique. In addition to that, it's also a title that's gotten tons of updates over the years, so there's a lot here for you to explore, especially if you're into that sort of thing. The third game is Street Power Football. It happens to be a Stadia Makers title and will be entering with Stadia Pro. It's described as an over-the-top football experience featuring 6 distinct game modes. Those game modes being a dance-like freestyle, 3v3 street power matches, trick shots, Pana cage battles, elimination, and Become King story mode. I'm really hoping this ends up playing sorta like a soccer version of NBA Jam, but until I get my hands on it, I'm not really sure how it plays. The fourth and last title coming to Stadia Pro for the month of July is The Dark Side Detective, a serial adventure game where you help a duo of investigators crack supernatural cases and puzzles in the city of Twin Lakes. The game features 9 paranormal bite-sized micro cases for you to investigate and features a ton of humor. It's a title that falls under the point-and-click category. All in all, a pretty decent lineup. Nothing I'm too excited for, but it is a good selection of games. Do let me know your thoughts on this month's Stadia Pro lineup down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear your opinion. Now before moving on, I do also want to mention June 30th will be your last chance to grab SteamWorld Dig, Artie and the Secret of Seasons, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, Piku Niku, and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard for free with Stadia Pro, as they will be leaving the Stadia Pro lineup. Now the last bit of news is that apparently a Stadia Store mega sale will begin tomorrow. I'll be sure to cover it as soon as it's live, but this is certainly a sale you want to keep an eye out for because last time this happened, there were some pretty insane deals. For example, Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition was available on sale for $10 Canadian on the Google Store. I'm very curious and excited to see what ends up being on sale this time around. Either way, that covers all the news from the latest This Week on Stadia blog post. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful at all, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out, and if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. Thanks for watching the video. This has been the Virtual Cloud, giving you the latest and greatest on everything cloud gaming and VR, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.